everybody, this is Combat Sports Podcast, and we are back. UFC is back after a week off. It's so sad. There was PFL Europe, but nobody cares about that. I will be doing a breakdown of the PFL Africa, so the main card's going to be good. I will do the prelims too, but we're talking about UFC Nashville, July 12th. Derek Lewis versus Teixeira. Both of these people combined for like 17 first-round finishes. Lewis has 9. Teixeira has 8 out of his 8 fights. He has 8 first-round finishes. I'm so excited. Also, Wonder Boy fights in the co-main event. That's exciting for whoever's going. Maybe see a retirement fight. I'm not saying it is, but he's up there, and if, he has been getting knocked out, I don't know if he wants to keep doing it. I'm really excited for this card. I'm just happy UFC's back. But today, we will be doing the prelims. So, let's get into the first fight. We're going to be talking about Fenium, the Archangel Kline. This is a strawweight matchup. She is 7-1, going up against Melissa Super Melly Martinez. She is 8-1. This should be a good one. Let me click on their stuff here. Let's talk about Kline over here. Started grappling first from 2020 to 2022. She was pro in 2023. Cage Fury champ. She lost in the UFC, her first fight to Jasmine, so that's not too bad. But yeah, they literally sent her to the wolf in her first fight, but it doesn't matter. Now she is coming off a TKO win. She is 1-1 in the UFC, 3 knockouts, 1 sub, 3 decision, and has never been finished. Let's go talk about Melissa over here. Pro in 2016, regional champ, went 7-0, then got in the UFC. She lost to Reed in 2022. She is coming off a win to Alice Ardeline, but that was to a decision. She is 1-1 in the UFC, 5 knockouts, 0 subs, 3 decisions. She has never been finished either, so most likely this will go to decision. But I think that Kline's wrestling is very, very strong here. Look at her stats. She has great Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, amazing. She is a black belt, but not many great wins. So, she has had a couple experienced fights. Her first fight being Jasmine, Jasdavizius or whatever, however you say her last name, in short notice. That's pretty good. That goes to show a lot. Also, losing to her by decision, that actually is pretty good. Looks good on her. Kline striking, her power, I think isn't the best. But compared to Martinez, which she has great striking, great kickboxing background. She has 5 knockouts for a women strawweight. That's fucking great. So yeah, she has power in those hands. But Martinez's takedown defense, as you see here, is not the best. So I don't know how that's going to go. She's probably going to get taken down here. I think that will be the downfall for her here. Her takedown defense. Because, Kline's going to go in there, go for the takedown right away. Probably stuff her right away. Get the takedown, clinch her up, beat her up. I can see Kline here getting the win. If it stays standing, there's no way Kline wins this. Martinez is so good, so powerful, nice kickboxing skills, nice striking. I think it would not be good for her to do that. But looking at Melissa's takedown defense, I don't think it's going to hold up here. So I got Kline winning here by a submission or a decision. If you want to go for a submission, I can see it happening. But to be safe, I'm going to go for a decision. I bet the odds are going to be pretty high on this. But also, if Martinez does get stuff to takedowns and all that, it could cause some problems. But I don't see that happening. I got Kline winning here. Let's move on to the next one. We got a lightweight bout here. This could end really quick, or this could go on, and then later on, I think this is going to be a good one. I'm excited. This is Mike Beast Boy Davis, 11-3, going up against Mitch, the Fight Stalker Ramirez, 8-2. Let's talk about Davis over here. Started amateurs in 2011, 2015. All wins by finishes. He went 7-0 there. He went pro in 2015. Lost in the Dana White Contender Series to Sadiq Yusuf. He is 4-2 in the UFC. He got into the UFC in 2019. He lost to Gilbert Burns. He is coming off a decision loss too. 7 knockouts. He's only been finished once, so that's good. Let's go over here talking about Mitch. Mitch Ramirez, pro in 2019, went 7-0. Then he lost in the Dana White Contender Series to Carlos Pratas. In 2023, got in the UFC in 2024. He lost. He is 2-0 in the LFA, 0-1 in the UFC, 0-1 in the Dana White Contender Series, 5 knockouts, 2 subs, 1 decision. Both of his losses have been to TKO/KO, so that's not good. I do like, though, that Ramirez likes to get it done. This dude has, 6 first-round finishes, I'm pretty sure, and he's only gone a decision once, so he likes to start off quick. He's also a really good wrestler, but he did lose his first fight to Thiago Moses via leg kicks, so that's not good. He doesn't his leg defense. His defense isn't the best, honestly. I'm going to be honest with you. It does also scare me that this is only his second UFC fight, so that's not good. And he has lost both of his UFC fights now. He also lost in the Dana White Contender Series to Carlos Pratas, which I'm not going to hold that against him, as you guys see. I don't know what Mike Davis' stats are on here, but I say that he is a better striker. He is, I want to say, slightly more powerful, but what I don't like about him is that he only fights once a year, 2 times a year. The last time he fought, this is the second fight this year. The second time he fought 2 times was, I'm pretty sure, in like 2022, which that's not good. He does have a lot of injuries. I saw that he got into an accident or something, so that has been holding him back. But I think the only way Ramirez wins here is if he comes out blazing, guns blazing, literally, gets a knockout or sub. I could totally see that. I wouldn't be a bad prop, I bet. Coming in, so I'm guessing he's going to be the dog. Maybe. It's going to be I'm guessing he'll be the dog. But either way, I don't think that's going to happen. It could, but I don't think it will. I do think Davis keeps it standing and wins by TKO or knockout. This is going to be a good fight. But yeah, I think Mike Davis drags it on past the first. Mitch Ramirez gets tired. Mike Davis gets it done. I want to say second round, late second round TKO or knockout by Davis. I'm calling it. But let's move on. We got a heavyweight bout. Kennedy, African Savage, and Nzechukwu going up against Valter, the Clean Monster Walker, 13-1, also known as Johnny Walker's brother, or you can say he is Johnny Walker's brother, since I say he's doing way better than Johnny Walker right now. And I also saw that they matched up Johnny Walker against that Chinese dude that whooped Anthony Smith. Dude, they're trying to decapitate that guy. Poor guy. I think they're trying to get him out the UFC as fast as they can, because he's probably going to get cut, either from head trauma or CTE, because they're trying to get that dude knocked the fuck out or killed. I don't know why they did that to him, but he was a good prospect. Now I see they want him out. But either way, his brother's doing really good. But let's go talk about Kennedy over here. He is a former light heavyweight pro in 2016, won in the Dana White Contender Series in 2018 by TKO/knockout. He lost his first UFC fight match to Paul Craig. He is on a 2-fight win streak right now, both by finishes. He has 1-0 in the LFA, 2-0 in the Dana White Contender Series, 8-5 in the UFC, 10 knockouts, 1 sub, and 3 decisions. This dude is a fucking tank. He moved up to heavyweight now. I think they're the second or third fight. But let's talk over here about Walker. He is 13-1, the Clean Monster, pro in 2020. Went 11-0, regional champ, till he lost in the UFC. His first UFC fight was in 2024. 2-fight win streak now, both by heel hooks. This dude's a monster. First round finishes too. 6-0 in the MMA SR, which is like a Russian organization. He has 2-1 in the UFC. 6 knockouts, 3 subs, 2 of those coming off back-to-back 2 fights. Back-to-back last 2 fights, 4 decisions, and he has never been finished. He's only lost once, as you see. But I don't know, dude. Walker is a fucking beast. Look at his fucking takedowns and all that. He takes the feet. Dude's a feet eater. You know, he loves his fucking feet. Back-to-back heel hooks. And he called one of them, too. He did on, what was it? On one of the podcasts. I want to say, was it Show Me the Money or something? But I might be wrong. He did call it somewhere. This dude's probably going to try to go for that again. I hope he doesn't get you greedy and go for it again. But he is great at takedowns. Look at his average, 70% takedown. His defense is not the best, which it's going to be scary here because Kennedy is clearly being smaller. He's going to be faster. But Walker also has power. Not talking about he's recently done subs. This dude mostly gets knockouts here. So this dude's a beast. He's well-rounded, really well-rounded here. But Kennedy, I say, is for sure the better striker. And I think if he stands here, keeps it standing, he's for sure going to win. He's fast, nice speed. He's also really, really powerful. Moving up, it might be a little different, but I think he can handle himself. That's why he's doing it, and that's why he's been doing good. Say that he's coming off 2 wins. He does tend to start slow here, and I don't like that. If he gets past the first round, Walker is definitely going to... he's going to get more tired and tired. I think Kennedy, if he keeps it after the first, should get the win here. Kennedy striking, his pace. He has really nice takedown defense too, I was looking at. So I think it's going to get tested here. But either way, I love Walker, but I think if it gets past the first, Kennedy wins. I got Kennedy winning here by knockout or decision. This is a striker versus grappler. I mean, Walker, I guess you can say Walker's both, but really Kennedy's only a striker. Dude averages like 0 takedowns. One, not even. One, almost 0.56 takedown, you know. But like I said, that's going to be a good one here. I got Kennedy winning, though. I did want to go for Walker. He's hot right now. I just think Kennedy's paced, and he's going to keep it standing. He really good takedown defense, like I said. If he gets past the first, there's no way he doesn't win. So I'm going to say it gets past the first. Kennedy gets it done via late TKO or decision. Let's move on to the next. We got a women's flyweight bout between Lauren Lucky Murphy, 16-6, going up against Elguarda Ronda Moura. Let's talk about Murphy. Lucky, pro in 2010, IFC champ, got into UFC in 2014, lost first 2 fights, fought for the women's flyweight belt in 2021. She lost via TKO. She is coming off a loss via decision, 3-0 in the IFC, 8-6 in the UFC. Only finished once, 8 knockouts, 1 sub, 7 decisions. Let's talk about Ronda Moura over here, 11-1, pro in 2022, regional champ, won via sub in 2023 in the Dana White Contender Series, has missed weight 2 times as a strawweight. She did move up to women's flyweight, and she won her first one via decision. This is her second women's flyweight, and 1-0 in the Dana White Contender Series, 2-1 in the UFC, 4 knockouts, 5 subs, 2 decisions, never been finished. This is going to be a good one, because over here we go look at Moura over here. She is a great grappler. She has 4 subs. Very good striker too. Look at this. She also has 3 TKOs/knockouts. I think she's overall very well rounded, but she did move up because she was having a lot of weight issues as a strawweight. So you could say that she might be smaller, but I don't think she's smaller clearly because she was having weight issues. She was trying to be a weight bully. She is going up against someone that's really good though over here, veteran of the game, Murphy, powerful, fast, and with all that, she has a very nice chin. She took over like 200 strikes in one of her matches. I forgot who was it against. Was it Jessica? No, who was it? I'm not sure who it was, but yeah, like I said, vet of the game, nice chin. But at the end of the day, I think Moura wins, gets the takedowns, lands takedowns, more powerful shots. Unless Murphy stuffs the takedown and puts her pressure on, but that won't happen. I got Moura winning here by a finish, sub, or knockout. Yeah, she's going to get her out. I think it's going to happen. She's an upcomer. She's looking real good. A lot of finishes for a woman. But like I said, I got Moura winning here. Let's go on to the next. We got a welterweight bout between Jake, the Celtic Kid, Matthew. He is 21-7, 30 years old, going up against Chidi Bang Bang Njokuani, 25-10. Let's talk about Matthews, the Celtic Kid over here. Kid at 30 years old, I don't know, but he is a pro since 2012, regional champ. He was in the Ultimate Fighter in 2014. He lost his first, and then he got into the UFC in 2014. He was on a 2-fight win streak, 14-7 in the UFC. He is 5 KOs, 8 subs, 8 decisions. Let's go over here and talk about Chidi Bang Bang. I love his fucking nickname. It just shows what he is. He goes out there and bangs. He is 36 years old, pro in 2007, RFA champ. Got into Bellator in 2015. He went 5-3 there. He did the Dana White Contender Series in 2021. He won by TKO/KO. He has 3 back-to-back performances of the night. 5-3 in the UFC. He has missed weight 2 times. He is on a 3-fight win streak, 15 KOs, 9 decisions, 1 sub, and he has been KO'd 5 times. So that's not good. He does get knocked out quite a bit, which could be scary here. But I think what I was saying, Chidi Bang Bang, literally, like I said, he comes out here to bang. Amazing striker with some great speed, great power. Look at his reach. Dude has so fucking long of a reach. It's like 7-inch reach advantage. It's kind of crazy. But what kind of scares me is after the first, he tends to slow down a lot. And with his weight problems sometimes, that can cause a lot of stamina issues and all that, you know, having to do all that weight cut a lot, having to cut down from all that. So that might affect him a little here. But he also has no takedown offense at all. If you come look at this here, look at that. He literally averages 0 takedowns. I don't know how true that is. I didn't really look into it. But I was like, he averages 0 takedown defense. And on the other hand, like I said, he scares me with his fucking getting tired after the first. He tries to go out there and pour it out. You know, his stamina scares me. Like I said, Jake, on the other hand, great cardio and nice grappling too. This dude's a great grappler. But his defense does scare me. He doesn't have the best defense. But, you know, I feel like he'll stand up. The only thing that scares me here is Jake's defense with Chidi Bang Bang's power. You do not want to test that. If Chidi wins here, it's going to be in the first round. If it goes past the first round, go look at it as a TKO in the late second, maybe third, or go to decision. But I'm going to go here for the dog. I'm pretty sure Matthews is the dog. I'm not sure. I thought I saw that. But I'm going to go for the dog, Jake Matthews here. He's going to get it done. Gets past the first, and I'm saying he's going to win it. Maybe by finish, maybe by decision. But yeah, I don't think Chidi Bang Bang's gonna deal. His cardio's not going to stand up to what Jake's will. He'll get tired after the first. I got Jake winning here. Let's move on to the next. We got a welterweight bout between two veterans of the game. I am so excited for this. Like, who isn't excited for this shit? It's literally two veterans of the fucking game. It's going to be they're going to show great experience here. Two old men here, and I love it. And I want to say old men, but they're older for MMA years, I'm telling. It's going to be Chris, the Action Man Curtis, 31-12. He is 37 years old, going up against Max Griffin, 20-11. He is 39 years old. So these are two veterans of the game. Let's start talking about Chris over here. Started amateur in 2003 to 2009. Let's go look at his profile over here. I have it up because this dude has so much on his profile. It's like you can't miss it. Like, look at that. This dude's been fighting for a long time. Regional champ. He lost his. A fun fact is that he lost to Belal Muhammad here. Where's it at? Belal Muhammad in 2014. That's just a crazy fun fact I was looking at. He got into the PFL in 2019 and went 1-3 there. Got into the UFC in 2021. Great wins. He is 5-4 in the UFC. 1-0 in the Dana White Contender Series. He is coming off 2 losses. One of them is to a KO. This dude has 15 knockouts, 3 subs, and 13 fucking decisions. This dude's a beast. He's just been doing it for so long. Look how many great fights he had against great people, different organizations too. Like, he was almost in Bellator. Like, that's pretty sure that's Paige Van's boyfriend or something, husband, whatever they are. Look at this guy. This dude's a beast. Oh, he's 5-4 in the UFC. I thought I said 5-3. No, I did. But yeah, it's crazy how long this dude's been doing it. Let's go over here, talk about Max Griffin, 20-11. He is pro in 2009. Was in the Ultimate Fighter season 16. He lost his first match, regional champ. Got into UFC in 2016. He lost to Kobe Covington his first match. He is coming off a submission loss to Michael Chiesa. He went 3-0 in GC, 2-1 in TPF, 6-1 in WCFC, 8-9 in the UFC, 9 knockouts, 2 subs, 9 decisions, and he has only been finished twice out of all that. And he is coming off getting finished by Michael Chiesa on sub. I thought that was going to be a close fight. No, Michael Chiesa showed his jiu-jitsu, his fucking grappling. It was a great fight, I mean, for him. But that was also 2 vets going at it. That was a couple months ago, I want to say. But yeah, this is 2 vets of MMA/UFC. You love to see these fights. Like, I don't know, people casual, they're going to be like, oh, who are these maybe? Or like, not really know the names. But it is a great fight. Both great fucking strikers. I want to say it's about even, but I think Curtis' striking is slightly better than Griffin's. And he also has nice takedown defense. It will get tested here. Some nice clinch work too. He loves to clinch. Knees, elbows. He's one of those. He's like Sean Strickland, you know? Like, they just love to do that shit. He likes to get nasty. But when it comes to grappling, I say Griffin overall is just way better at grappling. He also has the better cardio, I want to say. He's not as powerful, though. Will be a very, very close fight. I'm really excited for this. Like, I'm telling you, I don't know what the odds are, but I'm telling you, it's going to be like 50-50 fight, because just the veteran, the experience, it's going to be grappler versus striker. You know, they both have good strengths. I can't be betting on Chris, though. I don't know. I tend to just not want to bet on him because I feel like he likes to give up sometimes. He gets angry, he gets pissed. You can just tell in his corner. I love Chris. I would say when it's not going his way, I just can't. He just tends to give up. Like I said, I love Chris, but I think Griffin gets in his head, takes him down a few times. Chris is going to get frustrated, get into his head too much. He's not going to know what to do. I think Griffin gets it here by decision. And if that, I'm going to go with a ball out there, throw a fucking Hail Mary. I'm going to say split decision, close. It's going to be a close fight. Maybe not. It's going to be, I want to say split decision, unanimous decision, whatever. But if you want to go for something big, I can bet that there's a big chance it might be a split decision win for Griffin over here. I got Griffin winning. It's going to be a close fight. I just think he's going to get into his head. And he's going to win here. I got Max Griffin winning up against Chris Curtis. I'm guessing you saw that video where Chris and Sean Strickland ran into the fucking octagon and we're trying to fight this guy. It was funny because Chris, was trying to protect the guy as he was pissed. And Sean Strickland was trying to fight the dude in the cage because he was taunting him. It was just a crazy fucking shit. I don't know. They're not going to get suspended. It's the UFC, but that's just a funny thing that's going around right now with Chris Curtis. I probably won't play an effect here, but it's definitely something to look out for, you know. But let's go here. This is the prelims. Tomorrow I'll do the main card. Let's go down here. I got Kline winning this one against Martinez. I got Mike Davis winning this one. I was going to go for Walker. This one was the one but I think Kennedy's just going to outpace him here and get it done. I think Kennedy's going to win. He's coming up from light heavyweight. Well, he's been fighting a heavyweight his last two fights, but he is coming up from there. That's where he used to fight at. I also got here, I got Moura winning over here versus Murphy. Murphy's got a chin, but I think Moura is going to be the one to get her out of here, get her knocked out or submitted. I think she's going to win here. I also going to go for dog here, Matthews. I'm not sure. I want to say dog because I did look at the odds for this one. I might change when it comes out. But I got Matthews winning here. I think he'll get past the first and Chita Bang Bang isn't going to be able to handle his cardio. Stamina's going to go down. He's not going to be as powerful. I think Jake can just wither the storm and get it done. And then for the main prelim or whatever you want to call it, the featured prelim, I got Max Griffin winning here versus Chris Curtis. It's going to be a really close fight. Two vets of the game. You love to see it. But I'm going to get Max Griffin winning here with his wrestling and all that. He's going to get it done. But that's it for the prelims. Tomorrow or the day after, I'll do the main card for UFC Nashville. Also next week, I'll do the PFL Africa and UFC 318. Who's not excited for that? I don't know. I kind of think the UFC 318 is a little dry, but it is what it is. I also might do some boxing, a little short video of the boxing cards coming up. Katie Taylor versus Amanda, and then that's a trilogy going on. Katie's 2-0, but been close fights. Then Shakur going, is it Shakur? Yeah, Shakur Stevenson going up against William, what's that dude? He's like 30-0, 27 knockouts. But that's going to be a good one. Either way, I'll probably come at you with that. Maybe an edit too. But thank you everybody for watching. That's it. I'm so happy UFC's back. Thank you everybody. Like and subscribe. Peace out.